this. All right. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. I want to thank the Northeast Gathering Committee, Marlene Kiesler, David Harmon, Paula and Rick Lawton, Paul Fusco, he was just right here, and Nazneen Irani. Did I say that right? Nazneen Irani, yes. Okay, good. I want to also take a moment to recall two things, very important. My first Mayor Baba gathering was this Northeast gathering in 1986. My first 1986. My first Mayor Baba meeting ever in my entire life was at Doug Stalker's house, Doug and his lovely wife Patty and their daughter Sarah. And I was invited to this by Michael Mathias. Some of you might remember Michael. The meeting, I had no idea what I was walking into, but the meeting was to stuff envelopes for the flyer for the Northeast Gathering. And they were apologizing to me. They were like, I'm so sorry you're stuffing envelopes. Do you know who Mayor Bob is? I really didn't know hardly anything at all. I was 17 years old. And so the first person I met was Michael Mathias. Second person I met was Doug Stalker over here. Third person I met was Yaakov Weintraub right over here, many years ago. So I'm very happy to be back. It's like a giant full circle. Thank you for having me. A couple of announcements. In the back corner, there's a painting of Baba. Looks like he needs a shave. You've probably seen that picture before. In that corner is something very special, which fits with the theme of love. It's, take it easy. Am I going to have to separate you guys? Yeah. The corner has a table that I put together this morning with Meher Baba's electric shaver. Oh. I will tell that story tomorrow. So that's a teaser for my talk tomorrow about my life with Don Stevens. But if you've never seen or didn't know Meher Baba had an electric shaver, which he used for many years, you're well shaven there, Doug. Please have darshan of the shaver. Now, there are 2 bottles of hand sanitizer. What that means is, when Don gave me this, he said, "Little Bear, don't let them put it under glass." I knew exactly what he meant. Rusty, what did he mean? He meant he didn't want it in a museum. He wanted people to touch it, to experience it, to feel Baba. So I'm fulfilling that promise. It's there. Use the hand sanitizer, then touch it. You're going to get used to my style. This is supposed to be an interactive experience, the way I designed it. And a couple things about that. I said if they ever let me get up on stage, which apparently you did, I don't want people looking at the backs of each other's heads. I don't want people to feel like somebody's special and they're all trying to learn. I want it to be honoring one another. Baba's in each one of us. I know it. I see it. So it's interactive in the sense that Yaakov has wisdom. Paula has wisdom. Jeff has wisdom. Phil has wisdom. He's doing a great job, by the way, behind the audio and the camera. Thank you, Phil. But the whole idea is that, and we're going to talk a lot about it tomorrow because I get 2 hours tomorrow with no interruption. And the idea of finding Baba within ourselves and within each other is going to come up. And so part of that's going to be interaction, and I'm going to lead us in exercises. So you probably noticed that you either sat down on a piece of paper that you didn't see, or you picked up the piece of paper before you sat down. It's a little yellow piece of paper with a heart on it. That little yellow piece of paper is part of the interactivity. If you feel like sharing your quote, please say your name first so we can all honor one another, and share your quote, and then we can discuss it. After that, Cypress is going to have something to read. After that, I have an exercise here. But before all that, Doug, would you please come up and play us a song?
Oh, wow.
Doug!
And Laurent, for Doug's performance and for anybody sharing, you'll need to pass the microphone to them.
Well, I can just hold it for him. I could be your microphone stand.
Do I need a mic? You pick me up okay without it, right?
Not, no, it's for the recording.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll be your microphone stand.
what?
You can just sit there and use that one.
This mic? Okay, okay, okay.
miles down a long, narrow road. The sun burns better, the sun burns cold. Well, perhaps I should turn back and take refuge in the dream, and let go of the journey for a little of tea. So I'll keep on this long, narrow highway, shed all the tears that bring eternity near. And if my courage should try to betray me, deep in my heart I'll know there is nothing to fear. When the Lord is my charioteer, when the Lord is my charioteer, when the Lord is my charioteer, when the Lord is my charioteer. Well, where's my beloved? Where is his home? Well, it seems like such a long time I've been walking here alone. Perhaps I should stop on the side of this road and let go of this journey for a little fool's gold. Oh, my bag's unpacked and my head is not clear. Then in his silence he spoke to me clearly, said, my child, what is it you fear? When the Lord is your charioteer, when the Lord your charioteer, when the Lord is your charioteer, when the Lord your charioteer. The Lord is your charioteer, when the Lord is your charioteer. When the Lord is your charioteer, when the Lord is your charioteer, oh, when the Lord is your charioteer.
I've got a really loud microphone right on my chest. All right, I guess I have to sit down for the camera. Okay. Does anybody feel inspired to share the quote that you have? Yes, go ahead.
The avatar awakens contemporary. Pardon? Closer. Okay. The avatar awakens contemporary humanity to a realization of its true spiritual nature, gives liberation to those who are ready, and quickens the life of the spirit in his time. For posterity is left the stimulating power of his divinely human example, the nobility of a life supremely lived, of a love unmixed with desire, of a power unused except for others, of a peace untroubled by ambition, of a knowledge undimmed by illusion. Meher Baba. I forgot to say, I'm Ralph.
Hi, Ralph.
Again.
Yeah, go ahead, Cliff.
Jai Baba.
Jay Bob.
Even the craving for union with the beloved creates bindings. Therefore, do not bother about separation or union. Just love and love all the more. Meher Baba.
Anybody?
Cliff Hackford
Yeah, thank you, Cliff.
is my name.
Anybody notice a theme coming on here? Oh, Angela's got one.
I am standing up. My name's Angela Lee Chen. People aren't reading the number. 32. Quote. In those who contact him, the avatar awakens a love that consumes all selfish desires in the flame of the one desire to serve him. Those who consecrate their lives to him gradually become identified with him in consciousness. Little by little, their humanity is absorbed into his divinity, and they become free. Meher Baba.
You have no idea how much joy it brought me just to collect these quotes and then to print them. And Vanessa's idea was to put the hearts on them. That's Vanessa's love. And so just the process of collecting quotes on love for Baba is an incredible experience. Anybody else on this side want to? Yes.
Susan, number 67. To suffering humanity, I say, have hope. Have hope. I have come to help you in surrendering yourselves to the cause of God and in accepting his grace of love and truth. I have come to help you in winning the one victory of all victories, to win yourself. Meher Baba.
Meher Baba. So beautiful.
I'm Julie Rust.
Hi, Julie.
My first time in the Northeast Gathering.
Yay!
I'm very happy to be here. Baba said, remember me, and I am with you, and my love will guide you.
Marv Winnick. There is no sadhana greater than love. There is no law higher than love. And there is no goal which is beyond love. For love in its divine state becomes infinite. God and love are identical. And one who has divine love already has God. Meher Baba.
Yakub, you want to do it?
Yakub, sometimes known as Yaakov. Give more love, and more love. Big hearts always give and give in. Small hearts take and take in. Meher Baba.
Incredible. They're incredible.
My name is Robert.
Hey, Robert.
And this is my second Northeast Gathering this year, and my third one overall. Okay. Oh, number 50. Pure, real, unadulterated love has in it not even a tinge of lust. Lust for sex, lust for power, lust for name, lust for fame, lust for self-comforts, defile the purity of love. Meher Baba.
Oh, you going to do it, Paul?
Yes. Oh, you're going to do it. When you're done, I'll do it. You want no, you do it. And then
My name is Paul, and I'm a Meher Baba addict. This is like my 20th year, so 25 years. I don't
You get a chip. We're going to give you a chip.
He certainly has. Number 3, love has no limit, but the mind is in the way. This obstacle cannot be removed without my grace. It is impossible because mind has to annihilate itself. For example, if you were asked to jump over oneself, the most one could do would be to take a somersault. Yet it is impossible to jump over oneself. One may jump over others, but not over oneself. Thus, one may want to realize Baba as he really is, but the obstacle remains. Books and discourses will not bring about one's spiritual regeneration. Mind cannot be annihilated by mind, for one cannot jump over oneself. Only by loving me as I ought to be loved can the mind be destroyed. Anyone may have love for me, but not the love that I want. My lovers may be likened to one who is fond of lions and admires them so much that he keeps a lion in his own home. But being afraid of the lion, he puts him in a cage. The lion is always encaged. Even while he feeds the lion, he feeds the pet animal from a distance and from outside the cage. Baba is treated like the lion by the lovers. There is love, there is admiration, there is an intense desire to see Baba comfortable and happy, and Baba is also frequently fed by the love of the lovers. But all this is done keeping Baba segregated from one's own self. What is wanted of the lovers is that they should open the cage and through intense love throw themselves inside the cage to become food for the lion of love. The lover should permit himself to be totally consumed through his own love for the beloved. In spite of all explanations and reading of books, words remain mere words. They do not take one any further than intellectual satisfaction. Only love for God works the miracle, because love is beyond mind and reason. When there is necessity to read, I authoritatively say, I am the Ancient One. I have been saying this to all the world. If you love me with all your heart, you shall be made free eternally. Meher Baba.
Meher Baba. All right. I think Paula, and then we'll bring it back up to the front.
Oh, I'm Paula. Lust is the most limited form of love, functioning under the thraldom of ignorance. Meher Baba, number 19.
Thank you. All right. So that was a warm-up. Got 2 more exercises, and then I know we got an incredible music program, Julie and Rusty Rust. So here's the next thing I'd like us to do. I'm going to ask Cypress to read out a message. I would like to hear from you. Which one of these is the most difficult for you? Which one of these is the easiest for you? We don't all have to answer. It's just an opportunity. And if you want a copy, it's a message you probably know very well. It's called How to Love God. I put a whole bunch of them on Baba Sadra over here. So if you want a little charged How to Love God, I've got a whole bag of them over here. But let's hear the message first, and then let's hear what your thoughts are on it.
Hi guys, I'm Cypress, as you may have heard. Okay, How to Love God by Meher Baba. To love God in the most practical way is to love our fellow beings. If we feel for others in the same way as we feel for our own dear ones, we love God. If instead of seeing faults in others, we look within ourselves, we are loving God. If instead of robbing others to help ourselves, we rob others to help others, we are loving God.
Can you read that one again?
If instead of robbing others to help ourselves, we rob ourselves to help others, we are loving God. If we suffer in the sufferings of others and feel happy in the happiness of others, we are loving God. If instead of worrying over our own misfortunes, we think ourselves more fortunate than many others, we are loving God. if we endure our lot with patience and contentment, accepting it as His will, we are loving God. If we understand and feel that the greatest act of devotion and worship to God is not to hurt or harm any of His beings, then we are loving God. To love God as He ought to be loved, we must live for God and die for God, knowing that the goal of life is to love God and find Him as our own self.
Hey, Baba. Was that enough to go on, or do you need a printed copy to answer the question? Which one of those is the hardest for you? Which one is the easiest? I can answer for myself because I've been thinking about it. The hardest one for me is about finding faults in others. I seem to be really good at finding faults in others, and I can't seem to stop it. But the easiest one for me is if you feel the love for others as you feel for your own dear ones. That seems to flow pretty naturally for me. But how about you? How do you feel about it? What do you think and feel? Which ones are hard? Which ones are easy? Yeah.
Not a girl. Unavailable. From there.
They have a file already.
Yaakov.
We didn't give them the mic.
I think that there's so much strife in the world, and strife that touches me personally. So